Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific whenever you come upon it. If it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Gemini. That's fine too. Sometimes the messages come through more for you than about the other person, so keep that in mind. I do like to let you know what's going on in the cosmos at the time of the reading, because sometimes those energies are pretty powerful and can impact the messages coming through. And literally less than an hour ago, maybe about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, we had the peak of the new moon in Taurus. So please, this is a time to set intentions. If you missed my new moon in Taurus reading, please go watch it, because the first 6-7 minutes talks about the energy signature of this new moon and all of the lunar aspects that are playing a role. And it was a powerful reading. It kind of went long. It was close to 40 minutes, but every word was weighing on me deeply. So go check it out. Okay, here we go. Oh, last message is private readings are available once again in case you're just checking in after a while. And there is a link in the description box below. You do have to scroll a little bit. And when you click on it, it should take you to my booking page. Now, when you get down to the calendar, because we're still technically in the month of May, you're not going to see any spots available. Just click to see the next month and you'll see if there are any June spots. I think I've got an opening for June 2nd. So be sure that when you go to that page and you read everything about it and click on the calendar to head to June to see what spots are available. New spots open up daily at about 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? All right, here we go. Pulling from Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Let's see what comes through for you. Earth Guardian. Wow. Gemini. Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Okay, so this is an angel ancestor coming through for you with a message to ground yourself. And it's perfect for the Taurus new moon and all the planets and points that are in Taurus right now. So now that I see this, I'm going to let you know. We have the sun and the moon are conjunct with the new moon. They're kind of holding hands. Jupiter just entered Taurus, so is at the beginning of the sign, where the new moon and the sun are at the end of the sign, because we're jumping into your season tomorrow, Gemini, on May 20th. So we're moving out of Taurus and into your sign, which means that especially for Gemini suns, things can get a little crazy, a little up in the air. So you're being guided to root yourself, okay? To stay rooted and grounded and to sort of draft off the energy of the Taurus mansion and all the beautiful energy that's there right now. As I said, Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Mercury is there and he's stationed direct. So Mercury is in, your ruling planet is in Taurus. We have Uranus there, the planet of expect the unexpected, anything can happen, it probably will, is sort of grounded in Taurus. We have the North Node there. So you're getting a message that's reminding you to draft off the energy of the Taurus mansion as we move into your season. Okay? So a little bit of a happy birthday, happy solar return to our Gemini suns, because that season begins tomorrow. All the best to you on your next trip around the sun. So what I'm going to do is pull the spread. I'm going to give you my impressions. And then we'll clarify. I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so I see what's happening here, Gemini. Oh, okay, that looks good. So when I do this split spread, this is my split soulmate spread, just to be clear. I have you both separated. And I'm looking at this side, and my intention is this is a side for the sign I'm reading for or about, which would be Gemini, and this would be the divine counterpart for Gemini. It can come through reversed, especially if you're here as a cross watcher. You may identify with this side and your Gemini may be over here. Please take it as it resonates. It's not a personal reading. It's a general reading for the collective. Lots of energy coming at me. I set an intention, but it can come through reversed. So let's start over here. Your person showing up with the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, as or about the Queen of Pentacles, which can be self-care, but it can also be a feminine archetype of a life partner. And I'm feeling that a little bit more than the first interpretation, because this is someone who their present experience of this connection is kind of like they're exhausted, they're a little wrung out, and yet they persist. So back maybe against the ropes, but they persist. And I feel like this is something that's been unfolding. This is in the past. Seven of Pentacles, seeds of intention were planted a long time ago. Things have been unfolding very gradually. And then this person in the near future moving towards you, perhaps with an offer, but moving very slowly. So I feel like this person is aware that there's some aspect of the future coming into play. And things have progressed very painfully slowly, but they haven't yet given up. So that's what I see on this side. Over here, as I call this the Gemini side, showing up in the reading with a lot of fear, a lot of egoic resistance, because your present experience of this connection is feeling it's like there's a lot of uncertainty and stability, feeling maybe shut out, left out in the cold is the key phrase for this card, but also it's a question of value and worth, and whether this connection brings out the best of you so you see your own worth and value, but also where you may be questioning how this person values you, if they do. So I'm seeing some fears here. I'm seeing some like old patterns rising up, very legitimately so. But there may be a strain of abandonment here. There may be a strain of, I'm feeling devalued in this situation. And what happens when you feel devalued is it like you rise up, from shadow to protect yourself. Ego does that. So this is more egoic resistance coming from fear that you're not being valued. So why is this really important? Because this whole new moon in Taurus is about self-worth and value, what we value in ourselves and what we value out there in the world. And so you definitely, if you identify with this feeling here, you definitely want to watch that new moon in Taurus reading. In the past, what do we have? We have our king to the queen. So we are definitely talking about a connection here that in some way, shape, or form was preparing for some form of more committed partnership in 3D. And I do see a message of love or apology coming your way in the near future, though it may arrive a little bit more slowly than you care. Because if you're here with Gemini energy, you needed this yesterday. I feel like it arrives and it comes in and substantial and sincere, and it may help calm all this energy down. That's why you're being guided by angels and ancestors to stay rooted and grounded. Okay, so those are my impressions. Let's jump in. Wishing you all new moon blessings. This person, absolutely, yeah, you're their happiness. They want a new beginning. They're kind of, whoever this is very patient. And it seems to me like they kind of know that something needs to be transmuted, like some energy. Transformation is when we kind of evolve. Transmutation is a change in form. Like we transmute, sorrow into joy, darkness into light. You see what I'm saying? It's a total shift into another form. And I feel like something that has felt is feeling very disconnected, and where you're feeling sort of left to your own devices and devalued, this person is seeking to transmute that energy so that the relationship can begin again. This is a new beginning card, and it was a powerful card in the new moon reading. So I do feel like this person knows that the two of you could be very happy together, and they're hanging on for dear life. Again, remember, these can come through reversed, but I'm feeling like it's a process, and it's been a process. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. So we're looking at the past here, and I feel like this person, something had to be slowed down. I feel like the two cards here are talking about time in different ways. This is things unfolding organically, like according to the laws of nature here in 3D. This card underneath, which is Jupiter's energy, is things unfolding in divine time and order. So I feel like there was something that caused this person and continues to cause them to move forward very slowly and deliberately. And I don't get to see what that is. This is all I'm being shown. But they understand the need for reciprocity in the relationship, for equal give and take. And I think they were preparing to leap into that. But for some reason, they said, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And it will unfold organically. It's not something they wanted to push or force. They just sort of wanted it to evolve. And on some level in their unconscious awareness, they were aware that if it's meant to be, it will be. So that's why I have a feeling, because in your past, you're seeing the potential future life partner. And I feel like this person slowed things down, didn't buy into the rush or the hurry that could be having some egoic resistance pop up and feeling like this person doesn't see your worth or value. That's not necessarily true. It's a perception. Okay, it's a perception. And very, I'm a Virgo. I'm ruled by the same sign that Gemini is ruled by. And I have to tell myself 1,000 times a day that my perception, because I'm very Mercury and thought driven, my perception is not necessarily reality. Okay, it's a way I'm thinking, and I can shift that mindset. So that's what I think I'm seeing here for you, Gemini. Let's go ahead and look at that Nine of Wands. I mean, that's super human, normal human experience is to, when someone doesn't process as fast as we do, our perception is that it's a statement about us, which is not necessarily true. It can be, but it's not necessarily true. And I don't think it is true, because this person, in your case here, because this person sees you as like the keeper of their heart. And they're hanging on and they're not giving up. They are a little bit worn out by you. Okay, all right, own that. And they're still saying things are unfolding. Something is growing here. Whoever this is, has learned some powerful lessons about the nature of relationships in the human experience. And whoever this is, seemingly at this point, wants something to last. And they're not going to flash the pan this. They're not going to act on impulse here. Whoever this is very aware from, I think, a higher vibration, that these things take time. So underneath is the Seven of Cups. In their unconscious awareness, we've got some frustration and emotional overwhelm. They're trying to keep the proverbial lid on, okay, as things grow and as things unfold. So I kind of feel like maybe now that you hear that, if you think back in the connection and to things that have unfolded, you can see the progress, you can see the growth, and maybe you can see, oh, there's a method to their madness. And it really is serving the highest good of this connection, one way or another. That would be a real big breakthrough, I think, for this connection. So let's look at the Knight of Pentacles going forward. And remember, it's a general reading, not a personal. So you have to take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't, it just may not be your reading at this time. But right, okay, perfect. So this person is going to be coming in with an offer. And the reason why they're going to be very deliberate and begin with the end in mind is because they do not want to come in and be cut off at the knees, feeling defeated before they even get out the gate. There's some energy here that feels like Maybe there's been some, okay, just stay with me. Maybe in their past, whether with you or not, they've kind of been a little self-serving, maybe a little impulsive, maybe even a little player-esque. Okay, not full on, but you know, they had game. Well, they don't want that anymore. They want to come in and clear that up. So with the Knight, this is Gemini energy right here. With the Knight of Swords underneath in their unconscious awareness, they're like, yeah, once I make this offer, I have to make it clear that this is not who I am anymore. This is not what I want anymore. I don't want the games. I don't want the head games, or I don't want the quick, hello you up kind of energy. They don't want just one night stands or light flirtations that last for a night but not for a lifetime. And this could very well be coming from this person's own growth. This could be their own energy signature from the past that they want to be sure you understand is not part of their future. And that's why they're moving toward you slowly. Wow. Whatever's happening over here feels pretty darn good. So let's look at the Devil energy. I'm still maintaining that this is the Gemini side. Doesn't have to be. Could be here as a cross watcher and identify with it. Yeah, there's definitely, well, you're mirroring each other, so that's good, right? You're as exhausted as they are, but you're not giving up. The thing is I kind of feel like you're coming from a bit of suspicion. And that's coming from ego and fear. And so all I want to say is work on tapping into your intuition, your inner knowing, not your suspicion. That is a lower vibration. And it's very easy to fall into that pattern. Okay, especially when somebody isn't directly reflecting where we are in the moment in the relationship. Sometimes we jump to conclusions. That's more of a lower vibration. So I feel that's what I see happening here is, what does your mind tell you? What story do you tell yourself as you're, feeling just so drained by the whole thing? Because all you want to do is communicate and I'm feeling that Gemini fast-moving, energetic exchange of ideas and thoughts. And you're dealing with somebody who moves more methodically. I don't know. Could be an earth sign. We've got a bunch of pentacles here. But they could have a lot of earth in their chart. And I feel like the fact that this person doesn't move at your pace or communicate their ideas in the moment like you can, which is your gift, you jump to conclusions. And it puts you at a deficit of your own sense of self-worth and value, because you're placing that in the hands of a person who doesn't move at lightning speed like you do. Let's look at our King of Pentacles in the past. Six of Cups, my past life soulmate. I manifested this. Wow, look at you. So look at that Knight of Pentacles in your unconscious awareness. Even you were aware that if any offer came towards you, you wanted it to have staying power. Knight of Wands doesn't have staying power. Knight of Swords even doesn't really have staying power. They're just coming in to get their message out and be on their way. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles showing up here is perfect, because on some level you innately knew, you instinctively knew, you want someone that can go the distance, that shows up for you in 3D. A life partner, yes, and someone who feels like home. And this is what you believed at the time when you met, or at some point in your connection, that you were manifesting or had manifested. And now, because things have not progressed at the pace that would signal to you that things are on track, you're jumping to conclusions and feeling forsaken or devalued on some level. So let's see the Five of Pentacles. Yes, right? Fear, not, okay. So I love this. almost feeling like you're losing a friend. That this person that you might have once had so much in common with, such a easy cooperative energy between you, and now you fear that that's going away, or that you have lost that somehow. And that's really painful, and it makes sense to me why you're showing up with this sort of sense of jumping to conclusions, because something feels different to you, or it hasn't moved forward and progressed at the rate that in your mind where you think it should be. Queen of Swords underneath, though, is you seeking, like truth seeker, truth teller. It is your more practical nature coming through. I like it far better than this little Page of Swords for you. It shows some growth and maturity in terms of, look, I just want to get down to brass tacks. I really could use some clarity about where we stand, how you feel, because let me tell you how it's feeling to me. And it isn't said in the heat of the moment, and it isn't said with a lot of emotional, stuff around it. It's stated clearly and succinctly, which if you're here with any Gemini energy or any air energy comes easily to you, but it gets to the point. No fluff, just stuff. I could really use some clarity around where we stand, because I feel like something's slipping from me. Let me tell you what this feels like. And then zip it and listen to what comes at you, because I really feel like you're ready for that. It's in your unconscious awareness, and unfortunately fear, devil, and the moon are both fear cards. Even the Five of Pentacles has fear built into it. Your fear that something is, that you're losing this connection on some level is getting the better of you. And this Queen of Swords needs to kind of come from the top of the deck, so that you're operating from more clarity, more practicality, more precision, less words, more direct messaging, and like you're on a fact-finding mission, like a scientist. That would be really helpful. Because what I see coming towards you here with the Page of Cups is maybe the message you've been waiting for, or all you would need for it to shift your energy. Yeah, there it is. King of Pentacles comes in with a message of love or apology that gets you to move out of this ugly energy of I'm not worth it, I'm not worthy, they don't think I'm worthy. Got it? They are devaluing me. They've let me out in the cold. It feels like something is coming in that allows the connection to move forward. And it comes from your King of Pentacles here. Because they wait for it, see the value of a future with you. And they kind of want to up-level the connection. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning and a little up-leveled. But this is someone with a lot of patience and who isn't going to move at your pace because that's what you need. They're going to move at the pace that they believe serves the relationship best. I really hope this kind of goes, oh, got it. I see what's happening here. I can totally identify with that. I am normalizing it for you. As a human being, as a soul having a human experience, this looks actually pretty good. So before I tell you the astrology that popped in, I just want to let you know there is an extended here. We're going to look at your King of Pentacles. We're going to actually look at the two of you together. That's really what I do. But we push the whole reading up. I continue with the same deck. I pull the two of you together. I look at when you're together. What are the strengths? What are the challenges? What are the opportunities? And then I'm going to get a message from the King of Pentacles to this side of the reading, a message from this side of the reading to this, this person to this person. So we're going to find out what you're trying to say to each other at 5D, what you want each other to know. Get a card from Spirit of the Universe with some guidance, direction, a warning if necessary, the hidden energies, what's going on behind the scenes with your person that you don't know but might want to, and then opportunities going forward for the connection. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll close out with some oracle. Okay, so let me tell you the astrology that's coming in here. This is Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. We have Sagittarius in Temperance, Leo in the Sun. We have the planet Uranus here with the Fool, which rules Aquarius. Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Knight of Pentacles comes out twice. That's Virgo. Knight of Swords is Gemini. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Devil is Capricorn. Remember, ruled by Saturn. Lessons. This is about lessons being learned, and sometimes over and over and over again the hard way. We get the Page of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Pentacles is here twice. That is Taurus. And we're just wrapping up Taurus season with the Taurus new moon. How appropriate. We have Mercury here, the ruler of Gemini, and Virgo. We've got, I already said the Knight of Pentacles. We have the moon is Pisces. Queen of Swords is Libra. Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancerian energy in the Chariot. So that's what I have for you, my loves. Thanks for joining me. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.